Hey again, this is ZengoMD. Everyone is talking about bioidentical medicine these days. It can be written like this with a hyphen, or as the abbreviation BHRT for bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. What started over a decade ago as an alternative to menopause treatment has grown into its own little subset of medicine. It's an idea where we heal the body and combat stress by giving back something natural to the body that is missing, instead of giving a drug or something foreign to the body. Sadly, the term has been hijacked by slick marketers to describe many treatments that are anything but bioidentical, and some are even harmful. One of the ways those treatments are harmful is that they dramatically overdose something natural to get very unnatural, almost drug-like results and drug-like side effects. As usual, we like to start somewhere in mainstream medicine, so this Harvard newsletter is a pretty good place to begin our journey. Now, I agree with this statement. They are right. The definition is not precise. Until today. In the next few minutes we'll change that, but this definition is way too basic, as it refers only to the structure of the substance. See, the problems with that definition are the 5 Ds. See, in addition to structure, just because something occurs naturally in the body, it doesn't mean it's safe or helpful to replace at any dose. Structure represents only one small facet of the definition. Drug-based medicine is often like forcing a puzzle piece the wrong way, or just covering up the missing spot with a big old band-aid. Proper bioidentical treatment should fit as perfectly as that final puzzle piece. Therefore, here is the definition of bioidentical medicine that everyone can agree on: giving the identical substance back to the body that was deficient and restoring a physiologic level in order to improve symptoms. On this channel, we will begin to test many aspects of this definition on a variety of treatments, procedures, and supplements. But first, let's go back to structure. Just because something is identical to something in the body does not mean that we should take it. Here are some commonly given substances that are considered bioidentical in terms of structure, but not all should be replaced in everyone. This list, however, contains things that are never bioidentical because their structure does not mimic anything that naturally occurs in the body. Now, not all of these are bad. Some of these things could even save your life. Some might occur in nature, while others are concoctions of the for-profit drug and supplement industry. Here's an example of how structure can be an issue. These are 3 of the most common circulating estrogens in women. But here is the active ingredient in Premarin, a drug made from horse urine that was the gold standard pharmaceutical treatment for menopause for 60 years. See, that single double bond makes all the difference in the world because it alters the ability to bind to the receptor. It changes the 3-dimensional structure compared to estrone, which is its nearly identical analog right above it. Here's another example, Provera. It's used in some birth control and often used in place of natural progesterone due to its identical effects on preventing ovulation and on the lining of the uterus, otherwise known as the endometrium. The large difference in structure here leads to many side effects and differing benefits and side effects of Provera compared to natural progesterone. Therefore, the true definition of hormone replacement means you're replacing something natural to the body. See, hormone replacement is not a regulated term, it's a marketing term. And people equate hormone replacement to bioidentical when they hear that word, but in the same breath, compounds that are really hormone substitutes are still called hormone replacement in their marketing. Again, this is widespread in the drug and supplement industry, but they don't replace anything natural that occurs in the body. Well, let's get back to our definition and look at the 5 Ds one by one. So we've already finished structure. Deficiency. Can you accurately test for the substance where the hormone works? Because not everything works in the bloodstream, so you have to have the right test. I mean, seriously, if you don't have proof that it is missing, then you have no business calling anything you're doing bioidentical medicine. You are literally swinging blind. Dose. Can you give back what is missing reliably? Is there a way to administer it so that it gets to the target site whole and unchanged? Duration. Are you providing it back to the body at the same rate that it's naturally produced? Some things have a daily or a monthly rhythm and some do not. Do you avoid overdosing at any point to prevent damage to receptors? Or are you striving so hard for convenience that you're allowing large amounts to enter at the wrong times? Downstream, are active metabolites made, and if so, are they beneficial or potentially harmful? Does your action block or alter other pathways? Remember, while we may have the best test for a substance, we often cannot test the levels of the active metabolites. Finally, definite. can you retest to show that your intervention worked and prove that it's true replacement? Therefore, when this strict definition of bioidentical is followed, the results should be predictable, with no side effects, no addiction tolerance, and no withdrawal that makes you crave the intervention again. And there should be no debate that it was helpful because it followed simple human physiology. Bioidentical medicine requires a different way of thinking than drug-based medicine. For more reviews of which interventions are truly bioidentical, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and at ZengoMD.com. We'll be testing a whole bunch of things and see if they fit our definition of bioidentical. Thanks for listening.